I'll read. This is issue 11 of DC's Who Is Who, their Andy books. And this one covers the letters I and J. Two of the letters required to spell the word jizz. This is a full cover. It's not bad. The problem with DC's Andy book covers was half the front image was stolen by the contents list. I think it is good to let people see the contents, but I would have had it on the reverse side rather than ogging off of what is the front cover. A good thing about the DC universe is that there will never be a shortage of ice cubes. We are running through an encyclopedia of characters starting with the letter I, and then some starting with the letter J. We have their basic information and history summarised, and new artwork depicting them. I don't know the DC Andy books anywhere as well as I know the Marvel ones. The Marvel Andy books were like things I got within the first 3 or 4 years of collecting. But the DC ones came much, much later. Actually, I wasn't much of a DC fan for a long time. Every time that I tried to get into DC Comics, some bullshit was happening. The main thing being the New 52. I made an effort to get into stuff about a year before the New 52, and that just killed me on DC for about another couple of years. My point is that I have not read every single word in these DC Andy books before. I have read the Marvel ones 24 times, but there are characters in here, or designs, that I have no real awareness of. I will be using some of the profiles as prompts sometimes to talk about something like one of the Imperial Guard comics I have features this character. It is a Christmas on Infinite Earths tie-in. I've never read it, but he is on the cover. Infinitia's over here, one of my favourite DC teams. And since these Andy books were after the aforementioned Christmas on Infinite Earths, it means that both Supergirl and Mockingbird, they are not part of the Infinitias anymore. And that is sad to say. Christmas on Infinite Earths broke a lot of this team because their parentage and their links to Goldie Age heroes became problematic within the new continuity. One of them was meant to be Wonder Woman's daughter, and then when DC said that Wonder Woman was never around in the Goldie Age, it basically meant that they had to completely rework her daughter 25 issues into the series. If I were put in charge of Infinitias for some reason, I don't think I would be bringing back all the characters from Jade Lanterns, Obsidian Man, and Hyperion. They are the keepers. Supergirl and Mockingbird too. Maybe the second generation members that came after this profile. Minuteman definitely. Him and his wife Flask Girl. I would have them on the team. Pratt's son. Maybe Sandy Hawkins. Stars Girl. She should be leading it, I think. This is, or was, their headquarters. I should probably review more Infinitias. There is Drax the Destroyer from the Eternals. We have got two helpings of Injustice groups here. And one of them has Sexy Ivy among their number, so I like that one. The leader here is also one of the main bad guys in Final Christmas. He was the one. We saw him briefly in that issue I tried to review. He was who Lenny Luthor was up against. Come to think of it, the bloke with tattoos is in Final Christmas too. Some spreads I have nothing to say about. We have two Imperial Guard characters here, because the thing the team really needs is legacy characters. I do wonder sometimes if I had gotten these DC Andy books much earlier on in my comics collecting, would I have properly digested these and came away with a better understanding of all the Imperial Guard and their characters? Apple's I Dracula. I had something to say about him, but I forgot what it was, so have yourself a look at Apple's I Dracula. Jade Lanterns, one of the Infiniteers, and eventually one of the Kyle Reese Green Lantern's girlfriends. I think for the most part, she is the member of the Infiniteers with the most longevity. She was kept active in the Green Lantern's books, and she later joined the Insiders, and then the Justice League after that. She never really got forgotten about for countless years at a time, like the others. Off-page entry here for Spear Chucker. That is his name, Spear Chucker. I am not proud of it, but it's not racially insensitive because he does chuck a spear, and lucky for me, the character is not black. I think it is alright to throw around the term spear chucker when it refers to Whitey throwing spears. But maybe I am wrong, and I will be cancelled tomorrow. It's Red Tornado there. Where do I know this character from? She was in something and I cannot remember what. And it's not her original comics because I've never fucking read them. But she was in something else I read. Something more recent. She was in it, and that's where I remember her from. Answer down below if you know. Was it maybe the main Convergence's story? She was like a sexy witch woman. Jerry Curl, Tiny Titans member, son of Deadstroke. He cannot talk. I didn't like this character really. Very bland. From the Stir Fry Squadron, Fast Man. Because I really wasn't trying the day I came up with his name. It's okay though. I don't think they were trying either when they came up with his name or his look. I'm going to say something that will absolutely shock everyone. The Johnny Funders, or rather the Jakeem Funders, episode of Stars Girl, the one in season 2, was actually the best episode of Stars Girl. It was very well done. It managed to make the Johnny Funders and Jakeem Funders characters fun instead of annoying. They even dyed the guy from Can't Hardly Wait's hair blonde for the Johnny Funders bits. He looks like Stan. Here is Joker from the hit movie Joker. Another character I cannot stand. I don't think I've yet made a video all about my opinion on this character. Fucking hate him. Or at least the Joker we have now. fucking bullshit character that can do anything. He is a true Mary Sue character that every writer shoots their load over while writing. Dreadful character, hate him. My most hated DC character. I hate Harlequin as well, but she wasn't even around when these Andy books came out. Lucky us. There have been 3 good Joker stories, and none of them have been after 1989. I don't know why Josh Brolin here has like 2 images. Did they do a revamp in the 80s where he went to the future or he got sent off into space? That's what it looks like. Sounds awful. We end this one with Roger Thomas's failed attempt to revitalise Johnny Thunders by making him a hip-happening woman in the 80s who rolls up her sleeves and gets things done. Of the Thunders characters, if I had to pick one to perform buggery on, it would have to be the other 2 might get me thrown in jail. And also, I'm not attracted to them anyway. That was this issue of Who Is Who. And I thought with these Andy books, I could start asking questions like which character or characters were your favourites featured in this volume. I could ask that, but it also wouldn't be a very good question because I usually skip a couple that I have nothing to say about. Like, I don't know either of these characters. What am I meant to say about them? That I don't know who they are? I love me some Andy books, I do. It goes without saying that most Andy books that I look at will get the 7 thumbs up rating.